Hi guys, it's me Ty here coming from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and today I'm going to talk about the dangers of Cambodia. And um, with this here, it just happened yesterday. Okay, there's a place I go to have rice and pork and an egg and vegetables and soup, and the food is really good, really cheap, and everything. And I've had it sometimes like where I've had rice at different places and probably there too, where you'll like have an uncooked kernel that's hard or whatever. Well, I was eating the rice and man, it's like it almost feels like there's an uncooked kernel in my mouth or whatever, but it felt longer. And I just about swallowed. I had a little bit of trouble trying to sort it out inside of there. I spit it out on the table and I went through the rice and it was actually a staple. And the staple one end was fully extended out, and then the other end was bent at a 45-degree angle. So this could have like done major damage. Like I would have had to go to the hospital on this. Uh, because yeah, person's been to many places, where um, I don't know, you might find like a band-aid or something that's not going to kill you or whatever. But this would have sent me to the hospital there. So I went ahead and I called the girl over that's been serving me there since I originally went there. Um, and uh, um, and she couldn't believe it or whatever. Else she just couldn't understand me either, because I told her because I want to make sure that the cook and all of them know that this happened, so that they can change the way they do things so it doesn't happen to me or any of the other customers. So I hope she understood, I guess, but I'm not counting on it there. And um, I don't know, this is pretty late at night when I had my supper, so the hospital would have already been closed, and they can't always track that stuff when they're doing it. I'm not sure how much technology's come ahead before that, but my neighbor, um, growing up, he lived just one house from me, and he was on the police force for his entire career. And one time, in the 1980s, he was responding to a domestic violence call, and the husband knew that he was coming, that his wife had made the call because he obviously took the phone away from her during the 911 call and everything. Well, he was waiting around the corner of the house with a shotgun. And when my neighbor showed up, and I'm guessing he had backup with him, the husband opened fire, and my neighbor got pelted in the back with shotgun BBs. And after they apprehended the suspect, he went to the hospital and they dug all the BBs out. But for many years, for like the next 10 or 20 years, every once in a while, he would get this flare up in his back where he developed like a bump the size of like a softball or a grapefruit. And he would just soak in a bathtub of Epsom salt and all that. And then finally, his third wife, she kind of been on him for a long time, that hey, you should go ahead and get it checked out again, and eventually he decided to go in the yeah, I'm not sure what year he went in, but like I said, it was 10 or 20 years that he just dealt with this flare ups. He kind of changed your lifestyle and everything. And they ended up finding a lead BB in there. The hospital never got all of them out the first time. So, like I said, something with a staple here, um, that would suck too, especially going down your throat, and it's tough for them to get at something like that. Whereas your back getting a lead BB from a shotgun, a lot easier to get at it. Um, yep, that would be about it for this one here. I just want to make you guys aware. So yeah, even though it's cheap and everything, I probably won't be going there. And I guess only time will tell. Are they going to change their ways, or is this just going to keep happening to other people? And like I said, I know that it's obvious that it was the cook. He got his bag of rice there in the United States. Most of us really care, so we would have a pair of pliers there to pull out a staple before we're messing with people's food or whatever. But here, they just rip open the bag and just dump the whole thing in the rice cooker. Everybody kind of in Asia kind of just has that I don't give a shit attitude. They don't take their job seriously, I guess. So, all right, if you guys like this content, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll just keep kicking out these videos from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Take care.